This is Hardin County Educational and Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at ky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. For those who are serving our country in the military, a discount is available. eTown Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined service. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and friendly staff, available for your recycling needs, located in Elizabethtown on 31W just south of Exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. eTown Exterminating. eTown Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pest, even moles, their team has knowledge and skill, training and to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Elizabethtown High School for tonight's high school soccer game pitting the visiting Trojans of North Hardin High School against the homestanding Panthers of Elizabethtown. I'm Jeff Macy, and the game tonight has big implications for district tournament seedings. That tournament will take place in a little over 2 weeks. The Panthers have a 6-1 district record to this point in the season, already having beaten the Trojans 2-0 at North Hardin back on August 25th. North Hardin also has a 6-1 record in the district and needs this win to pull even if district seedings come down to a tiebreaker situation. And it could allow the Trojans to move ahead in the seedings based on the outcome of tonight's game. The winner of tonight's game is in the driver's seat going down the stretch. Jim Stone, the head coach of the Trojans, is coaching his last season. He says he's retiring at the end of the season, and this team, he says, could make his last season one to remember. The Trojans entered the season as the favorites to win the 5th region and get to the state tournament. So far this season, they have a 12-3-1 record. On the other side, Coach Corey Yates and the Panthers also have an eye on a region championship. A bounce here and there, coupled with a little luck along the way, could help the Panthers reach their aspirations of making a very deep run into the postseason. Which team will take the next step and get some separation as they come down the home stretch and set their sights on the regular season finish line? We'll know that in about 90 minutes. Here are the starting lineups tonight for your Trojans. Starting number 5, Rakai Handley. Number 6, Phil Murrell. Number 7, Andrew Trujillo. Number 9, Brian Gearing. Number 10, Aaron Mohammed. Number 11, Isaiah Parms. Number 12, Jabari Rashid. Number 14, Josh Burns. Also starting tonight, number 16, Braden Heron. Number 21, Jaden Matthews. And in the goal tonight for the Trojans, Joey Stankovich. For the Elizabethtown Panthers tonight, starting, we have number 1, Ryan Bowman. He'll be the goalie for the Panthers. Number 2, Aaron Silver. Number 3, Jagger Ireland. Number 4, Nick Blair. Number 10, Cole Varela. Number 11, Zach Berger. Number 12, Ben Craig. Number 18, Noah Butts. Number 23, Gavin McGovern. Number 24, Kobe Ryan. And number 25, Jack Robinson. The teams have been introduced to the fans here at the stadium this evening, and we're preparing for the national anthem. And as the teams go down the line, giving each other a fist bump to start the game, I will take you back to August 25th. Elizabethtown traveled to Radcliffe to take on North Hardin at North Hardin's home field. They left that game that night with a 2-0 victory against North Hardin. Tonight's game is a game that North Hardin has to have if they want a top district seeding. They've got to kind of get this win in order to stay half a game ahead of Central Hardin and pull even with some other teams in the district. was talking with Coach Stone this week, and he said that he thought his players were ready. You never know how the ball is going to bounce, but guess what? It's time to play some soccer, and looks like E-Town has won the toss. They'll get the first kick to start this game. It is a very nice evening for soccer, ladies and gentlemen. It's 71 degrees with a light breeze. Just a wonderful night for soccer. Very little humidity in the air tonight. The kids on both teams seem to be ready to go. And as soon as the officials are in place and blow the whistle, we'll get underway. E-Town starts. They kick long and to the left side of the field. It'll be out of bounds, and North Hardin will get a throw in. Looks like Phil Morrell will take the throw in for the Trojans. And it's a side out to E-Town. For E-Town, Nick Blair put the ball in play. He gives it over to Gavin McGowan, and they're going to reverse field on us. Aaron Muhammad comes in to steal the pass, but he kicks it out of bounds, and now E-Town will put it back in play on a throw-in. Ball comes into Nick Blair. Pressure by North Hardin, and Ryan Bowen will get the ball in the box and reverse field with it as E-Town comes to the left, goes off the foot, out of bounds for a throw-in. Nick Morrell for Hardin County. Trojans will come in and throw the ball in. Gets it into Braden Heron, and the Panthers are back on the attack. Ball's played forward, kicked out of bounds by Isaiah Parms, so the Trojans can set their defense on this throw-in. Throw-in comes to Ben Craig, and the Panthers are going to take a drop and then take a long kick, which is caught easily by Joey Stankovich down in the goal for North Hardin. Jaden Matthews wrestling with a couple of E-Town players, and the ball comes out of E-Town as they advance the ball up the right side of the field. Goes out of bounds, but it'll be a throw-in for E-Town. Nice pass in. It looked like it was going to go to Aaron Silva for a scoring opportunity, but North Hardin recovers on defense. Ends up being a throw-in and down in the box again. Ball is kicked out. It'll be a corner kick this time for E-Town. Number 18, Noah Butts, will take the corner kick. Trojans have set up their defense. And Butts approaches the ball, gets a good ball in, headed out of there by number 12, Jabari Rashid. Controlled by Isaiah Parms, who pushes the ball forward. And up ahead of him, Phil Morrell tries to take advantage of it, can't get a hold of it. E-Town recovers, and they're taking a drop, going to get some possession time here. Coming to midfield for number 4, Nick Blair here, as he takes it and Kicks it down. Phil Murrell is going to block it and then try to kick it up the left side of the field, and it gets hit back to him again. He takes another pass, puts it through, controlled by E-Town. They take it to the middle of the field. Jack Robinson, who reverses field, and E-Town will work the right side of the field and try to come back across now. Gets it to Nick Blair, who's going to work the left side of the field. E-Town taking good care of the ball and trying to work the edges of the field, but they lose possession. It'll be a throw-in. Phil Morrell is going to throw it in for the Trojans. Good throw-in, but E-Town's Nick Blair is going to put it back out into the middle of the field. Trojans working it up now to Brian Gearing, who turns, passes, and goes to Isaiah Parms, but possession's lost through the end of the field. It'll be a goal kick here for the E-Town Panthers. We're almost 6 minutes in, and both teams have had their had possessions in their opponent's territory, but there's not been a shot on goal yet. One corner kick for E-Town. Ball is played to E-Town's keeper, who blasted out. Phil Murrell headers that ball back to Andrew Trujillo, who gets it to Jaden Matthews. E-Town gets possession, a couple passes to the middle of the field, and they blast it up. Number 24, Kobe Ryan, is there for E-Town, but he's well defended by Isaiah Parms, who kicks it out of bounds and allows the Trojans to set their defense. Kai Handley has it for North Hardin, and it's taken away from him. He falls down, no call. E-Town's going to work it up the left, gets it a nice pass down to the left, but loses possession. A lot of physicality in this game, just as it was on August 25th. That was probably one of the more physical games that North Hardin had been involved in up to that point. Murrell waits to see where his teammates are going to go before he engages in the throw-in. He throws it in. It's headed out of there by Jaden Matthews and controlled by Braden Heron and pushed ahead back to Matthews. Tries to cut through several defenders, loses the ball, and E-Town will bring it the other way. E-Town's been very patient with the ball when they've had it. They've played some drops and tried to keep possession. They've got a good breakaway right now. They get down to the box, and Stankovic makes a good block of it. It does get away from him, but it's kicked out of bounds, and throw in for E-Town. Nice little slide tackle down there. It doesn't result in a foul. Number 4, Nick Blair, throwing the ball in for E-Town, and knocked out of bounds by the Trojans. So Panthers will get another throw in. Number 18, Noah Butts, throws it in. It's taken out of there by a Trojan. Not cleared. E-Town's got a pretty good, had a pretty good chance to maybe get a scoring opportunity, but heads it out of the back of the end zone. Leaves Stankovic an opportunity to get a kick out of the box and play the ball forward. Ball comes forward, bounces back toward the box. Keeper comes forward, and the ball will go into the goal for a score for E-Town. Number 24, Kobe Ryan, took a rebound and off of that was able to get the ball to go past Stankovic into the goal for a 1-0 lead for E-Town. Putting the ball in play for the Trojans, Rakai Handley. Ball is played forward, and it goes right to an E-Town Panther. And finally settled, but kicked out of there and ahead by the Panthers. Kobe Ryan's got it on the right side of the field and holding possession of it, plays a drop, gets it back. Again, they try to work it up the right sideline. Kicked out of there by the Trojans, but again, it goes right back to an E-Town player, and seems to be a little bit of a foot fight, if you will, on that sideline, trying to get that ball into possession. Right now, Brian Gearing has it on the sideline for Trojans, and he's holding possession. He'll play a drop, and then it's played forward again, but E-Town has it. They're advancing it forward toward the goal. North Hardin's defense, played by Jabari Rashid, is able to clear the ball, but there is a shot on goal. Number 3 for E-Town had a point-blank shot attempt there. The ball did not go in. Stankovic was able to knock. And E-Town has had a couple shots on goal right now. Jagger Ireland with that shot on goal for E-Town. Jabari Rashid with the indirect, plays the ball forward. And E-Town has it working the middle of the field, trying to get past Aaron Muhammad. Ball is played forward, but Trojans get possession. They're going to try to reverse field, and Stankovic will play the ball to his right. Phil Morrell loses it. Number 3, Jagger Ireland, controls it, gets it to Aaron Silva for E-Town, back over to Kobe Ryan. Ryan passes. There is a little bit of a cross there, but that cross is ineffective, and the Panthers will back up and try to attack again. Ryan has it on the right side of the field, comes down by the box, attempts a cross, and Jagger Ireland was there for E-Town. Got his leg on the ball and attempted a shot, but it went wide and left of the goal. Trojans seem just a little flustered right now, as the Panthers are taking the attack to the Trojans. And Joey Stankovic is going to put the ball in play for the Trojans. Works it up the right side of the field. Ball's finally settled by a Panther player who works it to his left and then takes it across the field to the right. Kobe Ryan, who gets it and tries to settle it. He and Jaden Matthews are working that left sideline over there, and it finally comes back to Ryan, who loses it to Matthews, but Matthews plays the ball ahead, and it's taken up by Panther. Given over right now to Jagger Ireland, who plays it in to Cole Varela. He goes down, but there's no call on the play. And North Hardin's Aaron Muhammad tried to play it forward, but he missed it. Rakai Handley couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds for an E-Town throw-in. "27 minutes to go in the first half of this game. E-Town with a 2-0 to lead so far. They've had 2 shots on goal and scored two goals. Oh, missed pass there by Brian Gearing, who tried to get it over to Jabari Rashid, I think. No, Jaden Matthews, and he just couldn't handle it. Gets too far past him. E-Town bringing the ball back into the Trojan area in front of the goal, and it is cleared by number 12, Jabari Rashid, played forward, but E-Town recovers, and they have possession right now. Number 4, Nick Blair, working the ball ahead. He's going to push the ball forward. It's going to be hit by Josh Burns for the Trojans. Back to Nick Blair, who heads it and gets it up ahead to Jack Robinson, who plays the ball forward, but number 3, Jagger Ireland, can't handle that pass, catch up to the ball, so it'll be a throw in for the Trojans. Ball comes into Jaden Matthews, who plays it into Vicente Garcia. Braden Heron. And again, the Panthers gaining possession, kicked out of bounds by the Trojans. Number 10, Aaron Muhammad, played in. Panthers being very patient when they don't have anybody on them, but when they do, they'll get the ball ahead or play that drop and then blast it forward. Number 16, Braden Heron, chasing the ball around. The ball's played forward. Gets to Aaron Muhammad. Plays it over to Brian Gearing on the left side. And Gearing will drop it to number 10, Aaron Muhammad, who will bring the ball to the middle. Tries to hit a pass. Finally does. We've got number 16, Braden Heron, loose. Handball, but they didn't call it. And Phil Murrell working the ball ahead now to Braden Heron. There is Murrell attempted a shot, but it was blocked by number 4, Nick Blair. So it'll be a corner kick for the Trojans. Murrell waiting for his offense to set up. Everybody to get in place there in top of the box. Trojans will put number 10 right in front of the goalie. That's Aaron Muhammad right in front of the goal. The rest of the Trojans are on the far post or top of the box. They make their move. Murrell goes in for the kick. A header on and just missed by Josh Burns. He did try to head that ball in. He just missed the shot. Referees are going to say that a Panther touched that ball, and they'll get a corner kick from the opposite side of the field this time. Again, Aaron Muhammad right in front of the goalie. The rest of the Trojans at the top of the box waiting to make their runs. Murrell's going to take the corner. Here it comes. And there is a header, but it's headed out of bounds again, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. I believe that was Brian Gearing on the header that time. So on the goal kick, Panthers get it up to midfield, but it's taken back by number 21, Jaden Matthews, who works the ball over to number 7, Andrew Trujillo, who plays that ball forward. And before any Trojan can get to it, it'll roll out of bounds. Our scoreboard shows a 1-0 E-Town lead, but I could almost, I don't know if that's correct or not, or whether the referee disallowed the last goal that it looked like E-Town scored. Ball goes out of bounds about at midfield for the Panthers. They'll get a throw-in on this play. Number 18, Noah Butts, is going to throw the ball in. I will say this, the referees are allowing some physical play tonight because Josh Burns and number 10 for E-Town, Cole Varela, they were locked in arms trying to go for that ball. Ball's played forward. Joey Stankovic will pull it up out of the box and get ready to play it forward for the Trojans. There's the kick. It'll go down the Trojans' left sideline, and it's played ahead to Brian Gearing, who's got the ball. He kicks it. It goes to Jeremiah Palumbo, and the ball, Trojans had it, trying to control it on the left side of the field. They lose it temporarily. It's going to be a forward pass, and Phil Murrell's going to have it on the right side of the field. It'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. There was some contact on that play. The referee chose not to call anything, and the Trojans will get a throw-in. So Morrell's setting to see where his players are, and throws the ball in, tries to get it into Braden Heron, and the ball is cleared by the Panthers. Jabari Rashid recovers the ball, gets it back to the Trojans, and it'll go out of bounds off a Panther for a Trojan throw-in. Kai Handley throws it back to Bill Morrell, who passes it forward. Andrew Trujillo goes after it with a header, and it looks right now the 50-50 balls seem to be going directly to the Panthers. About the 30 yards out, number 12, Jabari Rashid attempts a shot, goes way wide left, and Panthers will get a goal kick out of that. Here goes Kobe Ryan again, up the right sideline into Trojan territory, goes out of bounds off a Trojan. It'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Stankovic telling his defenders where to go and what to do. Ryan will put the cross in the box. It's up for grabs. Taken out of there and controlled by E-Town, who kicks it off a Trojan player, number 14, Josh Burns, and it'll be another corner kick for the Panthers. This time they'll play it from the left side of the goal. Stankovic telling his defenders where to go and where to be. Trojan defenders marking the Panthers. Noah Butt sets the ball and approaches, gets the cross in, and it'll be taken out of there by number 21, Jaden Matthews. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a Panther throw-in at this point. Played into number 4, Nick Blair. He goes to midfield with it, and then it's crossed across the field. And the Trojans get their feet on the ball, and they're going to play it forward at this point. Blasted back down the sideline by the Panthers. Out of bounds. It'll be a Trojan throw-in. Referee's going to call for a direct kick right there at the 35-yard line, maybe the 40. Trojans are taking possession after the official calls a push on E-Town. Aaron Silver's going to play the ball, or put the ball in play. Now the referee tells him to back it up a little bit. Keeps telling him to take it on back. He's going to take it back to about the 40-yard line. And now the official's going to say he's got it in the right spot and he can play it forward. Ball played into Josh Burns, who takes it left and then tries to work his way back toward the middle. Taken away from him by Kobe Ryan of E-Town and played forward. Number 10, Cole Varela, was ahead of the play and marked by number 12, Jabari Rashid, but Stankovic takes care of it, cleans it up, and he'll put it into play. One of the few times that we've seen the Panthers goalie have to play. This time the ball's played in. McGrail's going to take it up the right sideline. He's going to be marked by 2 defenders. And, some major contact there. The referee doesn't call anything, but ball's going to go off a Panther and be played in by the Panthers, coming the other way for a throw-in. Morrell thought the ball went off a Panther. He wanted to throw it in, didn't want to give it up, and the referee had to basically just say, look, it's going the other way. .16 minutes and 15 seconds in this first half, and right now E-Town holds a 1-0 lead. They scored early in the game. Braden Heron with the ball up at the top of the box. He's going to play the ball back to Morrell. Morrell's got it on the right sideline. He's going to throw it, kick it forward, and goes to Jaden Matthews. Brian Gearing past him, gets to Andrew Trujillo, and somehow E-Town comes out of it with Cole Varela playing the ball forward. It'll go way forward. The goalie, Joey Stankovic, will get the ball, and now direct it forward to Jabari Rashid, who's going to kick it right down the middle of the field toward the goal, and the goalie will step up, take possession of it, and put it back in play for the Panthers. Ryan Bowen kicks a free kick away there, gets it about 50 yards downfield. Cole Varela for E-Town is over there, as well as Kobe Ryan, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in Trojans. Out of bounds again. Panthers will get a throw in this time, and they throw it in from midfield. Ball kicked forward to Jaden Matthews, who loses it to Ben Craig. Craig's going to work forward. He loses it. Number 7, Andrew Trujillo gets it, gives over to Aaron Muhammad, who gets to Morrell, and Morrell's going to play it forward to Jaden Matthews. Couple Trojans in the same area. And number 5, Rakai Handley, falls on that play. The official's going to call a foul, which will lead for a kick for Morrell. Might have heard some fan reaction there. That didn't look to be a lot of contact on that play. Sometimes on the turf, if there's, it can get a little slick if dew starts to fall or something to that effect. But in this case, Morrell's going to go with the kick. He's got his offensive players lined up at the top of the box. 3 defenders back in case that ball comes out of there quickly, and Morrell moves on the ball, kicks it, gets it to the top of the box. There is a header attempt, and it falls short, and E-Town's going to come forward with it. Gives it to Varela. There's going to be a foul call, and E-Town will get an indirect at about midfield. Number 18, Noah Butts, hands the ball off to number 4, Nick Blair, who sets it and will kick it into play. Trojans set their defense. Ball is played very far forward. Kobe Ryan almost had it, but Trojan defenders get it out of there and try to keep control of it at this point. Problem is the E-Town kids are right there. Plays it forward to Varela. Varela's got it down to the left side of the goal, does a cross, and tries a goal. It's a shot on goal, but Stankovic is there to clean it up. Goal kick for the Trojans. At times this game's been a little physical. Referees have kind of let it go at times. At other times they've called the foul and said the ball's going to go the other way. Brian Gearing over on the left side of the field trying to fight for the ball. E-Town plays it forward. Rashid sends it to the middle. And there's some contact on that header attempt. No call. And some elbowing going on down here in the Panther end of the field. It finally comes out to Aaron Silva, who's going to bring it back to the middle of the field, take a drop, and the Panthers will try to work the ball forward to Kobe Ryan. Ryan's got it, working the midfield, taken away from 10, Aaron Muhammad, and foul call on Ryan will give the Trojans possession of the ball at midfield. Jabari Rashid's going to take the kick. Trojans are going to put people down on top of the box, but the ball will be played across the field to Josh Burns, who will then push the ball forward, tries to get it across field to Gearing, who loses it. Gearing finally catches up to it, but the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be a Trojan throw-in. Isaiah Parms throws the ball in, and it's knocked out of there by number 23, Gavin McGowan. Ryan's going forward. Varella's forward. Number 12 is on the left side of the field. That's Ben Craig, and he could not accept the pass, but he was wide open on the left side of the defense and offense for the Panthers. Looks like Josh Burns or Phil Morrell is going to take the throw in here. We're now at 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game in the first half. Entering the game for the Trojans, number 3, that's Miles McGaw. Throw in comes in. Andrew Trujillo heads it forward. And Braden Herron's got it. He's surrounded by a couple of Panthers who come out of there with the ball, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Trojan throw in coming up the right side of the field. Morrell throws it in, tries to get it to Jaden Matthews, overthrows him. And number 4, Nick Blair for the Panthers will throw the ball back or kick the ball back to the goalie, who will then take it right down the middle of the field, tries to get it to number 2, Aaron Silva. He is converged upon by a couple of Trojans, number 3, Miles McGaw, number 7, Andrew Trujillo, and the ball comes out to the Panthers in midfield. Aaron Silva's got it, working it up the right side of the field, tries to play it forward. It's kicked out of there by number 11, Isaiah Parms. Panthers do get the rebound. They've got it at the top of the box. And now Kobe Ryan has it going to the right side of the field, reverses field, goes back to the middle, gets it to Silva, who turns and loses it, and it's played ahead by the Trojans, who have it at midfield. Ball's going to be played forward, but Panthers intercept that pass, and they bring it the other way. Andrew Trujillo gets it to Phil Morrell, and it goes off of Morrell's foot out of bounds. It'll be a Panther this time. Number 18, Noah Butts will take the throw in, it appears. Got a couple of subs coming in for the Panthers. Number 22 is going out as well as number 12. Ben Craig is out. And I apologize, folks, don't have a number 22 on the roster for Elizabethtown, so I don't know who that is at this point. But E-Town gets the throw in, has it in their side of the field, crosses it across field to number 12, Ben Craig, who tries to play it ahead to Kobe Ryan. Back to Craig, and he is attempting to pass that ball up and work that right side of the field for the offense. And this time the Trojans stymie that advance. It's going to come back across the field to the left this time. Matthews applies a little pressure. The ball's played ahead to number 18, Noah Butts, who works it down, and the ball is going to be out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Panthers, it looks like. Nope. Not going to call it a corner kick. They're going to call it off of E-Town, so that'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. Trojans bringing number 5, Rakai Handley, and number 2, Christian Calderon, back into the game, replacing number 16, Braden Herron. Also going out of the game and getting a little rest will be Jaden Matthews for a few minutes. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half, folks. It's a 1-0 game at this point, or as they say in Britain and other places in Europe, a 1-0 lead for E-Town. Stankovic plays the ball forward. It goes off of a Panther, and Morrell will get a throw in from midfield. Throw in is headed toward the middle of the field, gets over to Andrew Trujillo, back to him from Christian Calderon, and played backwards. Jabari Rashid's going to go ahead and take that ball and kick it back to the goalie. He's got a little pressure on him. He kicks it out up to the right side, gets it to Morrell. Morrell kicks it ahead, handled by Rakai Handley at this point. He plays it up ahead, gets it past Morrell all the way up to Miles McGaw, who is trying to work it in up there, and it'll go. Referee's going to call that a goal kick off of Miles McGaw. So the Panthers will put the ball back in play. Trojans have been able to advance the ball, to get in front of the box, but they've not been able to get the ball to the front of the goal to try any goal kicks. E-Town seems to be dropping 4 back in front of the box any time that North Hardin gets in that position. Ryan Gearing going to grab the ball on the left side of the field, control it, try to keep it away from Kobe Ryan, who gets it, and it goes off of Gearing. Ryan picks it up, throws it in on the throw-in, and E-Town has it, trying to advance it up the right side of the field. They have really worked the right side of the field when they've had the chance tonight. Gearing gets the ball out and nearly hits the referee on the cross, and E-Town gains possession and will try to settle into offense here. Ball played ahead to Ryan. Ryan surrounded by 3 Trojans, but he's able to keep working the ball up the right side of the field. And they settle the ball. They've been successful attacking the left side of Trojans defense tonight, and that ball will go out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. This will be a great time to remind you to thank our sponsors for tonight's games as we're waiting on this goal kick. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. You can also contact them online at physicaltherapyky.com. We come back to play. The Trojans are on defense. Kobe Ryan seems to be a thorn in their side on that right side right now, as he has had the ball on that right side quite a bit tonight, advancing that ball toward the Trojan goal. They've had a lot of possession over there. Ball goes off a Trojan player on defense. It'll be a throw in. Ryan will throw the ball in. He gets it up to number 10, Cole Varela, in front of the box. He gets across, misses the cross. They had 2 players, one right in front of the goal, and he couldn't put his foot on it. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be a throw in for the Panthers. Butts throws the ball in. Gets it over to Gavin McGowan, who tries to play the ball forward toward the goal, and it's kicked out of there by the Trojans. And again, Panthers get the ball, try to work the right side of the field. Kobe Ryan's there to save it from going out of bounds. Varela is there. He is swallowed up by a couple of Trojans there. Number 11, Isaiah Parms, got his foot on the ball, kicked it out of bounds so the Trojans could set their defense. Ball comes in. Stankovic will control it and kick it out of there. 3 minutes left in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Stankovic plays the ball ahead. It's going to be out of bounds at about the 25-yard line as we look at the football field. Be a throw-in Panthers. Number 4, Nick Blair, throws the ball in. He gets it to number 11, Zach Berger, who works it across to the right side of the field. And again, they're going to work it forward to Kobe Ryan. Get it to midfield. Work it to the left, back to Butts. Butts' pass is played back for a drop to Nick Blair, who crosses it over to Zach Berger, who again works the right side of the field, plays it forward, just misses Jack Robinson, and the ball will be taken up by Joey Stankovic. And his kick will go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. That throw-in goes off a Panther, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. Here comes the pass. Attempted to get it to McGaw, and it goes off of McGaw. Played forward by the Panthers. And it looks like it'll go out of bounds before anybody can get to it. Varela tried to get there, just couldn't make it, and Stankovic come out of there with another goal kick. Throw in Trojans. McGaw's going to get the ball about midfield, and it'll be taken out of there by Panther. Varela's there. There's a Jabari Rashid headers that ball out of there. Panthers have the throw in, and they have possession. 36 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to play the ball back to their end of the field and try to play keep away, it looks like. Number 4, Nick Blair, is going to play it ahead. Going to play it ahead to Jagger Ireland, and that ball will go out of bounds. Trojans have about 20 seconds to see what they can do with it on the throw-in. It'll be Phil Morrill on the throw-in. He's had several throw-ins. He ought to have tired arms tonight as many times as he's thrown the ball in. And in comes the ball with 7 seconds to go. It'll go off a Panther, out of bounds, for another Trojan throw-in. And the buzzer sounds to end the first half. A physical first half. Not a lot of fouls called, probably to the chagrin of both coaches at this point. If you had to say who was the aggressor so far, you'd have to say E-Town, as they have had the ball in North Hardin's end of the field for a considerable amount of time this evening. But the thing about halftime is you get adjustments. You can see where you go. At this time, let me thank our sponsors and let you know who is bringing you tonight's broadcast. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. You can take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. For those who are serving our country in the military, you can get a discount because it is available. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling. Family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of Exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Also, E-Town Exterminating. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest controls issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank. It has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or you can find West Point Bank online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Folks, we have about 8 minutes left in halftime. We'll be back after these messages.
Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Brandyburg Telecom, and we have Shane Witt, Customer Relations Manager for Brandyburg. Shane, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I started working for Brandyburg Telephone Company in January of 2011. I've been there for almost 12 years now. I've done a little bit of everything at Brandyburg Telephone. Started out on line crew. I've done some troubleshooting, installations, dispatch. I keep telling people they can't find anything I'm good at, so they just keep moving me from department to department.
Well, they could call you a jack of all trades. So, can you touch a little bit on the background and the history of Brandyburg?
Yeah, so we started in 1950, established in 1950 from the former Meade County Telephone Company. So we're going on over 72 years now in the community. We started out with just telephone services, and now we're doing internet, cable, security, and surveillance. And we offer a new line of cameras called Arlo, and we also offer our BBTel Blast Wi-Fi services.
You know, I know that BBTel Blast, there's so many exciting things about this service. Can you touch a little bit more on that?
Sure. Yep. So, for the past year now, we've been deploying our BBTel Blast Wi-Fi, and what that has really done for our customers is it put them in control of their Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of features like parental controls, setting schedules of when their kids can be on the internet, setting up new networks without having to call in. Of course, we're always welcome our customers to call us, but now we have an option for customers who like to take care of those things on their own.
And somebody that has a small little nephew that loves to get into everything, it's so important to be able to kind of restrict what they get into and what they might accidentally stumble upon on the World Wide Web.
Absolutely, yeah, and my kids probably don't like it that we have that app, because anytime they get in trouble, I can just turn their internet usage off just by my telephone.
It sounds like something you can't not have.
That's right. After having it, I couldn't imagine not having the capabilities of controlling my internet without having to call into the office.
So can you talk a little bit about how important it is to invest in the community?
Yeah, so it's really important to invest in the community. Invest into kids and that want to take advantage of our co-op program and student workers, because a lot of those kids that we've used for a co-op program have decided to stay at the telephone company, and we have some people that's where they started and they've been there for 20+ years now. So it's really important to invest in the community, because it often comes back.
Hardin County is just one of the greatest areas in the state, and I'm biased because I work here, but there's so many great talents, and just being able to find just those diamonds in the rough and be able to just watch them grow just from that young age, and people that are potentially future customers of Brandenburg that get to work there and experience all the stuff that you all have to offer. And speaking of all the things that you have to offer, you've been so gracious to help us provide live sports coverage for the past 20 years. You and Brandenburg Telecom are the only reason that we're able to show all the parents out there their kids in live sports action every week, sometimes multiple times a week, and we just have to thank you.
Yeah, so it's a good partnership and relation that we have with HCEC-TV, and a lot of our student workers that come through Brandenburg Telephone Company in our central office, they aid support with HCEC-TV, and it is a good service to give back to the community. Myself, I have a son that plays soccer, and sometimes in Hardin County, and I may not always watch it on Channel 1, but it's kind of nice to say, you know what, I want to watch that when it comes back on. I want to see that play that I may have missed, and I want to see again. So I really enjoy the ball games that are shot by HCEC-TV.
And always being able to say, hey, my kid was on TV.
That's right.
So if anybody wants service from Brandenburg Telecom, what's the easiest way to get hold of it?
Yep, the easiest way is the old-fashioned telephone. Just give us a phone call and let us know what services that you'd like. You can always shop on our website and kind of get an idea of how much internet do I need. We do have some tools on our website that bandwidth calculators that let you say, okay, I have 10 TVs that I'm streaming on, and it gets you an idea of what package that you would need for your home.
And with everything being connected to the internet now, something like that is so important, because you may not realize all the devices that you have that's getting something from the internet.
You're exactly right. And one thing that's really changed in recent years is it's not all about the download speeds anymore. Now you got to consider upload speeds. So think about churches that are streaming their services on Facebook Live. That's using upload. One thing that we're really proud of in all of our fiber services, every speed package we have is symmetrical. So you don't have to worry about determining how much download do I need versus how much upload. You can just focus on how much download do I need and know that I'm going to get the same upload speed and I have no data caps.
Brandenburg Telecom is the place here in Hardin County to get internet and any other thing you need. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Thank you so much for all the great work that you do. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And let's go back to some live sports action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the second half of tonight's game between the North Hardin Trojans and the Elizabethtown Panthers. Panthers scored early in the first half to take a 1-0 lead on the Trojans. From there, it was back and forth throughout the game in the first half as both teams tried to be aggressive going toward the goal. If you had to make a first half summary of the game so far, Elizabethtown has had more time in front of the Trojan goal than the Trojans have had on the E-Town side of the field. It has been a very physical game so far. Lots of physicality, as we like to say, if you go back and look at it. Kids are playing hard. The officials are allowing the kids to be physical. So far, both teams have been able to control their tempers and not get any yellow or red cards as we move forward. But we have 40 more minutes of soccer to play to see who is going to be in the driver's seat for the #1 seed in the district. I want to remind you that this is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of the Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telcom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTownApartments.com, West Point Bank, and E-Town Exterminating for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. The officials have set the ball at midfield. The teams are taking up their positions. The officials are getting into position, and I'm sure the center official is getting ready to blow the whistle to start play as he looks up toward the press box with a thumbs up. Ball boys are ready to go. The clock is set. Teams have switched fields. The Trojans will be moving from right to left this half, and the ball is in play. The Trojans play it forward, get it up forward to Rakai Handley on the left side of the field, who gets a header into Panther territory, and the Panthers are able to clear the ball. Number 9, Brian Gearing, gets a lucky bounce as it comes to him at the 25-yard line. He tries a shot on goal, but the ball is scooped up by the keeper. Keeper plays it forward. E-Town has possession of the ball. They come to their right, plays it forward to Kobe Ryan, who gets it over to number 10, Cole Varela, and he heads it forward into the teeth of the Trojan defense, and out of there comes Aaron Muhammad, who plays the ball forward for the Trojans. Gets it ahead to number 16, Braden Heron, who loses it out of bounds, and that will result in a Panther throw-in. Number 11, Zach Berger, plays it ahead for the Panthers, and then it's a kick back for a drop, and the Panthers will reverse field and try to attack the left side of their offensive field, the right side of the Trojan defense. Gets up to Camden Rich Josh Burns for the Trojans, who kicks it out of there, and it goes back to the Panthers on a throw-in. Lots of physical play on that sideline, and finally, the official's going to call a foul, and the Trojans will put the ball in play. I think if you spoke to a Trojan fan or a Panther fan within minutes of each other, both of them would tell you there have been some calls that have not been made that should have been made against both teams. And that's probably true. Morrell going to throw the ball in for the Trojans, and he tries to get it into Braden Heron. It goes to Jaden Matthews. Matthews has got it. He's surrounded by Panther players, but gets it forward and loses the ball to number 23, Gavin McGowan, who comes out of it with the Panthers. Trojans finally settle the ball. Comes to Jabari Rashid, who works it up the left side of the defense. Rakai Handley couldn't handle the pass, and the Panthers will bring it forward again. Number 11 for the Trojans, Isaiah Parms, tried to control it. Panthers were able to get control of it. It comes back out to number 12, Ben Craig, and goes off his foot for a Trojan throw-in. Rakai Handley is going to handle the throw-in for the Trojans, and he plays it ahead to Jaden Matthews. Handley's able to take the rebound, kick it forward. That ball's going to go up, and a couple of players try to hit it. It's going to be a shot. Handley had ideas of taking a shot on goal, but it went off of one of his teammates. And the midfield has won the 50-50 ball for the Panthers, and they're going to play it ahead, but it comes up to number 11, Isaiah Parms, and he's got it working it forward, gets it ahead now. And that ball goes away from number 16, Braden Heron, and it's coming the other way for the Panthers. Trojan defenders do get back, and the ball will go out of bounds. Trojans will put it in play on the throw-in. Ball comes into play. Rashid's going to play it forward in the middle of the field. It'll be moved on by Rakai Handley, who does get the ball after bumping an E-Town player. And he still has possession. Midfield tries to play it back to midfield. Number 7, Andrew Trujillo has it. Gets it ahead to Matthews, who plays a pass over to Braden Heron. And still trying to control the ball. Plays a drop. Panthers move ahead to try to force some play on it, and it's kicked across the field to Kobe Ryan for E-Town, who's going to play the ball back. Panthers are going to look at the defense, see what it's going to give them, and then they're going to play it forward. It'll be played forward down the right side of the field. Rashid will kind of shield the ball, and it'll be kicked out of bounds by number 28 or 29, Joey Stankovich. On the throw-in, ball is played forward by the Panthers. They lose possession of it. They get possession back by Aaron Silva, and it's just kind of a kickball in the middle of the field right now, as neither team can hold possession for more than a couple seconds. Kobe Ryan has it, works from the right to the left. He falls down after a little contact, and going ahead is Aaron Silva for the Panthers. And the ball is kicked out by the Trojan defense. Rakai Handley tries to head it forward. Panthers recover. Kobe Ryan again has it on the right side, and the ball goes off a couple of Trojans. It'll be played on the throw-in by Ben Craig. Substitution for E-Town going out of the game is number 3, Jagger Ireland. He'll be replaced in the game. Can't see his number yet. As soon as I see his number, I'll let you know who it is. Ball is cleared by the Trojans. And E-Town has possession, working the left side of the offensive field. Looks like number 9 was the substitute that came in. That is Aiden Wells for the Panthers. Play has been stopped. Looks like we have a throw in for the Trojans about midfield. Referee blows the whistle to say play can continue, and here comes the throw in. Up to Brian Gearing, who gets past a couple of Panthers, gets it into the corner area, and as he's trying to work it through, it'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Panthers coming the other way. North Hardin did work the right side of the field. It seems like both teams are trying to work the right side of the field on offense. Just can't get anything going towards the goal at this time. Here comes the goal kick forward, and it'll go over the midfield, gets ahead to Cole Varela for the Panthers, who tries to work it up the left side of the field, but it'll go out of bounds, and that will result in a goal kick for the North Hardin Trojans. Like number 11, Isaiah Parms, will handle that throw in. And here it comes. He tries to work it ahead to Braden Heron. It goes off a Panther, and they play it ahead. Looks like they may have a shot on goal. Cole Varela did try to get a shot on goal, but the shot went wide right. We go by shots on goal at this point. E-Town has outshot Trojans at this point in the game. Part of that is they've been on the north side of the field a lot of the game. Jabari Rashid's going to kick that ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Noah Butts of E-Town. Throws it into Aiden Wells. Wells attempts to guide that ball to his right. A couple of Trojans get their feet on it. There goes Varela again. He had an opportunity, but thwarted on that opportunity that by Jabari Rashid and the Trojans as the ball is cleared and played forward. Comes to the left to Rakai Handley, who crosses the ball to the right side of the field to Brian Gearing. Gearing settles the ball, works it to the middle of the field, plays it forward, and Rakai Handley is there, but the pass is just a little too far in front of him. He can't get to it to get a shot on goal, so it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. We're almost 10 minutes into the second half, and it appears that North Hardin is a little more aggressive, working both sides of the field in this half so far. Had a couple of opportunities, but just missed them. Ball is kicked to the middle of the field. Jaden Matthews, battling an E-Town player for possession of the ball, loses it, is able to recover, and again we're playing pinball in the middle of the field. Colby Ryan for the Panthers, working the left side of the field, works it into North Hardin territory, is able to keep it from going out of bounds, but it will result in a corner kick as one of the Trojan players kicks it out of bounds down there in that area. Referee's going to bring it back up to the left and a little higher in the box than what it appeared to go out. So it'll be a throw-in instead of a corner kick. And the Trojans are able to clear the ball from their side of the field. It'll be played back in a drop by E-Town. And they again will attack the left side of the offensive side of the field. Plays it ahead to Ryan. Ryan's there. He's able to get a foot on the ball and try to control it. He's over there battling Parms. Parms and Ryan go for it, but Parms kicks it out of bounds so the Trojans can set their defense. On the throw-in, Butts will throw it in, tries to get it into number 25, Jack Robinson, who kicks it toward the goal. And the keeper, Joey Stankovic, will come out of it and prepare to kick the ball forward for the Trojans. Here comes the kick. He goes in the middle of the field to try to hit Jaden Matthews. Ball goes over Matthews' head, headed by an E-Town player, and then played forward. Brian Gearing's got it for the Trojan, plays it ahead. E-Town tries to clear it. Rakai Handley heads it. Jaden Matthews comes out of there for the Trojans with the ball and is cut off by Jagger Ireland, who gets the ball away from him and then plays it forward. Aiden Wells throws the ball forward for the Panthers off his foot, and Stankovic comes to the top of the box to collect the ball and keep a scoring opportunity from happening for the Panthers. Looked like Matthews had an opportunity there, but he was just caught from behind by Jagger Ireland. Rakai Handley fighting for the ball up on the left side. Ireland goes down. They're going to call a foul on Rakai Handley. The referee goes forward, has some words for Handley, points to where the ball is going to be put in play on the kick. Handley's pleading his case on the play, but to no avail, as the official just is not going to hear it. Going to give him a little advice on the play, tells him to get back in there, and then whistles the ball into play. Here it comes. The kick moves forward. Morrell goes up for the header, is knocked off of the ball by a defender for the Panthers, and Stankovic will put the ball back in play for the Trojans. There has been contact on headers and 50-50 balls tonight, and the officials have pretty much let that go most of the evening without calling a foul. Throw-in comes in for the Panthers, number 3. Jagger Ireland throws it in, gets it over to number 4, Nick Blair, who's going to take it left on the offensive side of the field and plays it forward to number 25. Jack Robinson, he plays it ahead, but there for the Trojans is number 14, Josh Burns. He's going to get it ahead to Brian Gearing, who comes out of it, surveys the field, heavily defended by Colby Ryan, and he plays it back to Josh Burns, who plays it ahead. Morrell goes up for the 50-50 ball, and had some contact with him and Aaron Silva on that play. Morrell went down. The official called a foul, and the Trojans will be putting that ball in play. Jabari Rashid sets it about the 45-yard line. Trojans move most of their players forward toward the goal. And the ref whistles the play live. Rashid sets, kicks it. He goes toward the goal, toward the left side of the goal. Morrell tries to hit it. He's there, but the ball is cleared by the Panthers. Coming ahead is a Panther player, but Rashid's there to shield the ball and play it back to the keeper. The keeper's going to play the ball forward. He plays it to the left side of the field to Rakai Handley, who heads it out of bounds, and it'll be a Panther throw-in. Jagger Ireland throws the ball in to number 11, Zach Berger. 50-50 ball action going there. Rakai Handley. Well, little physical action there on that 50-50 ball, and Rakai Handley and number 3, Jagger Ireland, had a lot of contact on that play. As he gets up, Rakai Handley pushes the Panther player, and the officials quickly step in, as do players from both teams, to try to separate the players so that there's not any more contact and no cards are thrown. The official right now is trying to survey the scene, allow everybody to get back in position. He's not made a call as to who's going to put the ball in play. From what I can tell, it looks like Jabari Rashid is ready to put the ball in play off the kick. And I guess the official has made the determination that the foul was on the Panther player. Rashid's going to put the ball in play. Trojans are going to put people at the top of the box, try to head that ball in or take possession of it right in front of the goalie. Playing back for the Trojans, number 10, Aaron Muhammad, number 11, Isaiah Parms, and number 7, Andrew Trujillo, in case the rebound comes out and comes back towards the Trojan side of the field. Muhammad moves on the ball, plays the ball forward, and it is going to go wide right. Nobody was able to make a play on that ball for the Trojans, so it'll be a goal kick coming the other way from the Panthers. The Trojans have shown a desire to be more offensive on the offensive side of the ball this half. Specifically in the last 8 or 9 minutes, they've really tried to play that ball forward and get in Panther goalie. Gearian has it right down the right, gets it to Matthews in the middle of the field, and he takes an attempt on goal, but it just didn't have much on it. The keeper is easily going to scoop that up and play it the other way. Here comes the kick, midfield, 50-50 ball, hit by a Panther, and it's going to go out of bounds on a Panther. Phil Morrell over here on the left side to throw the ball in for the Trojans. And here comes the throw in. It goes ahead to Braden Heron, who heads the ball, but it's cleared on a kick by a Panther player, and it goes off a Panther player. Bad luck there as it goes off the Panther player. Rakai Handley's going to play the ball in quickly, and down in the corner area is Brian Gearing, who has it. He's surrounded by 2 Panthers, is able to get the ball out of there, but the Panthers play it forward, get it out in front of the goal, and clear it. Number 14, Burns, has it on the right side. They're playing it forward. The Panthers, there's a lot of contact on these plays, folks, and there is a shot on goal that time by Rakai Handley, but it is way over the top of the goal. No good. A lot of contact down there at the top of the box for E-Town between the Trojans and the Panthers. The officials not calling it, so you just have to play on, as they say. And in that case, the Trojans were able to get a shot off, but it was way high, not even close to going into goal. From midfield, it's going to go back toward the goal. Number 4, Nick Blair, is able to shield Braden Heron from getting to the ball, and the goalie's able to scoop it up and get it out of there and play it forward. Panthers have an opportunity to play the ball forward now. They get it ahead to Kobe Ryan, who settles the ball, plays it back to number 2, Aaron Smith, or Aaron Silva, who loses the ball, goes to Rakai Handley on the left, played forward by Phil Morrell, who has it dribbling up the left side. He's going to play it forward, but it's going to just leak to the left and to out of bounds for a Panther throw-in. Been a hard-played game. Both teams are playing very hard, very aggressive in this second half. We'll see if the officials try to settle that rough play down by calling more fouls or possibly carding somebody. Brian Gearing has it in midfield for the Trojans, but it's cleared out of there and played ahead toward Cole Varela, who is blocked by Jabari Rashid. Panthers will get a throw-in opportunity off that missed pass. Aaron Muhammad couldn't handle that pass, and it goes out of bounds. Trojans will throw it in. Comes in to number 9, Aiden Wells, who heads it, and then it's cleared out by the Trojans. Brian Gearing on the right side plays it ahead to Braden Heron. Heron can't get to the ball, but Aiden Wells, or Nick Blair for the Panthers, is over there, and he kicks it out of bounds, allowing the Panthers to set up their defense. Here comes the throw-in. It comes into Jaden Matthews. Little contact there, nothing major. He's able to work his way out of it. Now he's surrounded by 2 Panthers. The ball's cleared. Brian Gearing had a shot at it. It's cleared out by number 25, Jack Robinson for the Panthers. And it'll be another throw-in for the Trojans. Here comes the throw-in. Again, it comes to the middle of the field, top of the box, is knocked out of there. Gets to Aaron Muhammad, who heads it. And it goes back over to Braden Heron on the right side of the field, and it'll go off him and out of bounds. Comes the throw in for the Panthers. Isaiah Parms is able to head that ball back toward the Panther side of the field, and then a Panther knocks it out of bounds. Ball goes toward Gearing. Gearing has the ball, but the keeper is able to get up there and get the ball before Gearing can get a shot on goal. So the Trojans are working ahead with over half of the second half gone now. They have been more aggressive. They have been playing in front of the E-Town goalie quite a bit the last 4 or 5 minutes, but luck has not fallen for the Trojans in the second half, even when they've had the ball in front of the goalie. It's been an easy sweep or keep away for the goalie in regards to the Trojan offense. Panthers are going to throw the ball in about the 10-yard line off the Trojan out of bounds. Ball kicked into Ryan. He puts it back out. And Rakai Handley is going to take it and try to get it upfield. And there is a Panther defenseman, number 11, Zach Berger, there to put it back into play and push it forward for the Panthers. Has it. He's going to take a shot on goal from about the 20-yard line, and he's going to be wide right on that one. So far, Kobe Ryan has the only goal of the game. The Panthers have put up about 6 shots on goal, and they hold a 1-0 lead with 18 minutes to go in the ball game. .50-50 ball cleared by the Panthers, but ultimately controlled by Josh Burns for the Trojans. He gets it to Jaden Matthews midfield. He passes it over to number 4, Mason Hawkins. I'm sorry, number 11, Isaiah Parms. Parms was the person who received that. Kicked out of bounds by the Panthers, and it'll be a throw-in. Parms throws it in, gets it into Panther territory, but the Panthers on the rebound are able to get it back to midfield. Right now it's a midfield ball, 50-50 ball. Who's going to get it? Phil Morrell's going to get it. Tries to control it, kicked out of bounds by the Panthers' Aiden Wells. Handley gets it, puts it into Braden Heron. Heron's got it midfield, dribbling, tries to pass it to Gearing. Gearing settles the ball. It gets back out to Burns. Burns goes in with a shot on goal from about 15 yards out. It goes through the goalpost, football goalpost, but doesn't go in the soccer goal. So the Panthers will bring it back toward the Trojans here from a goal kick. Butts heads it down the left sideline. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and the referee is signaling that it'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. Well, initially, the side judge over there had thrown his flag up as if it would be a Trojans throw-in, but now they're allowing E-Town to throw the ball in. Panthers get the ball in, and it's immediately kicked out of bounds by Parms, so it'll be another throw-in up around the 15-yard line. Here comes the throw-in. And that ball is cleared out of there by Jabari Rashid. Gets it ahead to Braden Heron. Handley's got it. He'll go back toward midfield with the ball. Gets it to the right by Brian Gearing. Gearing comes to the middle of the field, plays it forward to Phil Morrell, who tries to hit it. And there was, Jaden Matthews came in flying in toward that ball, was going to attempt a shot on goal, but he was thwarted by number 23. Gavin McGowan, who got between him and the ball. But Matthews was bearing down on that ball, and if he could have got a hold of it, there's no telling how hard it would have come off his foot at that point. Ball's played ahead into Trojan territory, headed by Jabari Rashid, and we have number 10, Cole Varela, down there for the Panthers. Ball's kicked back towards midfield. The Panthers have it. They're playing some drops and play it ahead, but it'll go straight to the goalie, Joey Stankovic, who will clear the ball. And the Trojans will try to come forward on offense to see what exactly they can do. Down to 15 minutes to go in the game. And Varela's got it. Dribbling to his left, tries to pass it to his left, and it's taken out of there by Isaiah Parms. Gearing has it, plays a drop back to Burns. Burns blasts the ball out of bounds on the right side, and that'll result in a Panther throw-in. Ball comes into the Panthers. Played ahead to Kobe Ryan, who has it over here on the left side. Goes back to Jagger Ireland, back to Ryan. He's surrounded by a couple of Trojans, and the Trojans finally get possession of the ball by Braden Heron, who plays it over to Andrew Trujillo, who plays it back to Burns, who's going to play it ahead to Gearing on the right side. Gearing's going to come back to the middle of the field with the dribble. Play it to the left. The number 11, Isaiah Parms, and Jabari Rashid has got it now. He's going to play it forward. Gets it ahead to Braden Heron, who is moving towards the goal, and they play it to the left side. Almost were able to get it through, but there were too many Panther defenders there. The defenders kick it out of bounds, and it'll be a Trojan throw-in from about the 8-yard line. Here comes the throw-in, gets it to the top of the box. It's headed by Murrell, headed by a Panther, and then cleared out. Possession still being held. Burns has it over on the right side. Plays it ahead to Gearing. Gearing's got it, and it'll go off a Panther out of bounds. Trojan throw-in. And the ball's played into Rakai Handley, who has it. And it's kicked out by a Panther for another Trojan throw-in. Gearing comes with throw in, throws it to the top of the box. Header by Murrell, and it went towards the goal, but right into the hands of the goalie down there, Ryan Bowen, who was able to clear the ball and hold on to it. Panthers will come on the attack from a goal kick. Number 10 for North Hardin, Aaron Muhammad, was able to get the ball away from the Panthers on that possession, kick it forward, but Trojans lose possession and it goes back to the Panthers, who now have it. Being pressed on the attack there, number 16, Braden Herron, going after it, but so far the Panthers are playing pretty good keep away until then, when they push the ball too far forward. The keeper for Trojans will come out and get the ball and will play it forward off the kick. Plays it right down the middle of the field to Rakai Handley, then to Braden Herron, who's got it. Tries to play it to his left, gets it over to Isaiah Parms, and then to Handley, who comes to the middle of the field, who falls down after he is contacted. There's Brian Gearing with a shot on goal, and it is just wide right. He had some pepper on that ball. That is the second time we've had a really good shot for the Trojans at top of the box, but both times they have gone just wide right of the goal. So the Trojans are much more aggressive here in the second half, which has led to more shots on goal. They now have more shots on goal than E-Town has, but still, Trojans have a deficit of 1-0 in this game. And it appears that E-Town will try to push it forward when they have a shot. If not, they would rather retain possession, play a drop, make sure that they keep the ball in their possession so that North Hardin does not have a chance to get that ball in front of the goal and get a shot on goal. Even when they move it forward at this point, they do so deliberately. Be a throw in for number 12 over on that side, the far side of the field, by Ben Craig. And he'll play it back to Gavin McGowan. Gearing is there and gets a foot on the ball, but it goes past him. And an unlucky bounce for the Trojans as this ball gets to Kobe Ryan, who plays it forward. And what could have been a disaster for the Trojans this late in the game, the Trojan defense is able to clear that ball and get it out of there. Some contact at that point, 40-yard line. Down goes Aaron Muhammad as he goes for a 50-50 ball. The official is going to card a Panther player for that contact. He directs number 23, Gavin McGowan, out of the game. So with 9:56 to go in the game, Gavin McGowan is given a card, a yellow card. He has to go to the bench, and the Trojans will play the ball forward from this point. Still down 1-0, being very aggressive on offense. Josh Burns is going to play that ball forward to Rakai Handley. It's just over his head and out of bounds. Goal kick for the Panthers. Coming back into the game for North Hardin, Jaden Matthews at this point. Folks, I'll tell you, it's a cool night. We started out at 73 degrees, or 71 degrees. Temperature now is about 62. So it's a cool night for soccer. The kids don't look like they're real tired. They've got plenty of energy still. They're going after the ball. They're being aggressive, both teams. And there's a knockdown in the corner. Referee's going to step to the corner. Rakai Handley's involved for the Trojans, as is Cole Varela for the Panthers. Foul is called. No card coming forth. Varela is trying to make his point about the contact. The official is not having any part of it. And here comes the kick to put the ball in play. The Trojans had several players down in the box and at the top of the box to try to get possession, head this ball in. It comes back out away from the Trojans on that kick, and It'll be a throw-in Trojans. Morrell's got the ball in the corner. He's going to hand that ball off and head toward the top of the box. His teammate's going to throw the ball in, throws it to the center of the box. Ball comes out of there on the header. Burns has it. He's going to play it back, and we're going to see what the Trojans try to set up here. Is number 11, Isaiah Parms, plays the ball to the middle of the box. There's a Trojan down in the box. They're going to call offsides and make that a goal kick for the Panthers. To both teams' credit tonight, there have not been a lot of offsides calls. They have played well. They've made sure that they're onside when they move the ball forward. Just unlucky there as a player was trying to recover from a little contact, and when the ball came into play, he was in an offside position. E-Town kicks the ball forward. Stankovic comes forward, kicks that ball out of there. Gearing plays it forward on the header. Matthews has it coming up the right sideline, comes back to the middle of the field. There is a little contact between Matthews and an E-Town player, and the referee's going to step in and call a foul. Referee is stopping play. Conversation going on between the Trojan players and the official. Now the officials are going to have a little heads-up conversation, trying to make sure Matthews is okay to stay in the game. He gets up and stretches a little bit, catches his breath. There will be an indirect kick from just outside the 23-yard line. Official's going to make Rashid pull that ball back to the 25-yard line. From where I'm standing, he's just to the right of the hash mark, just to the right of the goal. Official blows his whistle, allows play to commence. Rashid goes in, whiffs on the ball, and the shot is tall and over the top of the goal post, so it'll come back out to the Panthers on a goal kick. Rashid feinted like he was going to hit that ball, and Matthews stepped right in behind him and launched it. Had it been down by about 1.5 feet, he probably would have put it right underneath the bar, but as it stood, it went over the bar, and the Panthers have possession with 6 minutes 20 seconds to go in the game. Ball played forward, and it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Trojans set their defense. Here comes the throw-in. Kobe Ryan is able to head it over to Rashid, who's going to play the ball to the right side of the field on offense, and it'll go out of bounds for a Panther throw-in over there at number 18. Noah Butts will throw the ball in for the Panthers. He gets a good throw-in, goes off a Trojan, and it'll be taken in midfield by number 10 and Aaron Muhammad. The ball eventually gets over to the right side of the field to where Morrell plays ahead to Gearing. Gearing, with some contact, comes out, works his way back to the middle of the field, plays it over to the left side of the field to Isaiah Parms, who's going to play that ball forward. A little bit of a slide tackle there. The official decides to call a foul. It'll be a throw-in for the Trojans, and the ball comes into Gearing, who settles it, tries to play it ahead, loses it, and the Panthers are coming on the attack the other way. Varela is knocked down by Rakai Handley. That'll result in a kick. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 1-0 Panther lead at this point. Cole Varela had his ankles and foot impacted as he was running away from the defensive player. They got their ankles and legs tied up. He goes down. The official's going to make him play, put the ball in play at the 32-yard line. Trojans are going to have to be more energetic here in the last 4.5 minutes if they're going to get to the goal. Going out for the Trojans, Isaiah Parms. Coming in for the Trojans, Miles McGaw. Ball played ahead to Kobe Ryan, who has it. He is defended by McGaw. And the ball's passed out of there, but kicked out of bounds by Trojan for a throw-in. Ball comes in for the Panthers. It's going to be cleared out of there and given to Braden Heron coming up the right sideline, or the left sideline. Varella's going to come in and take the ball away from him, and it goes off of Braden Heron for a Panther throw-in. He throws the ball back to number 11, Zach Berger, who's going to play the ball, and then they're going to come back up to midfield with it. Basically, right now, E-Town looks to be playing keep away unless they've got just a straight break on the goal. At this point, they're passing with precision and spacing with precision, trying to keep the ball away from the Trojans this last 3 minutes and 47 seconds of the game. Ball goes off McGaw, big thrown in by the Panthers. Jager Ireland to trigger the ball in for the Panthers. McGaw makes contact with the ball, and out it goes. So just another throw in for the Panthers here. Here it comes. Throws it into a clear player. Gets back to Jager Ireland, who tries to clear the ball. Jaden. Well, there's a flag on the play. Little contact right here. Trojans pick the ball up. The official comes in, stops play. It'll be an indirect kick here. And it's going to be played forward to Kobe Ryan, who gets to the corner. Played by Miles McGaw, and they're going to call that ball out on E-Town, be a throw-in for the Trojans. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game at this point. Jaden Matthews tried to receive the throw-in. It goes out of bounds, and the Panthers will put the ball in play at this point. Ball comes in, McGaw kicks it out, goes to Matthews. He's going to play the ball forward, tries to get it to Braden Heron. The 50-50 ball kind of bounces around and will be taken by Rakai Handley of the Trojans, who plays it ahead to number 10, Aaron Muhammad. And number 4, Nick Blair, is going to kick that ball out for the Panthers, and that will result in a throw-in for the Trojans. 2 minutes to go in the game. That throw-in goes into the box. Matthews tries to control it, and it'll be cleared by the Panthers. Comes to Jabari Rashid at midfield. Rashid's going to survey, kick the ball forward, tries to go to the right side of the field to Josh Burns. Burns and a Panther player go after it on a 50-50 ball. 2 Trojans over there on that side right now fighting for control of it. It's going to go out of bounds for a Trojan throw-in. Gearing's got the ball, throws it in. Murrell tries to settle it. It's taken away from him by a Panther player. Murrell falls down, but there's no call, and the ball is played into Trojan territory. Jabari Rashid probably saves a goal right there on that slide, getting that ball away and allowing the Trojan defense to set up. They had a wide open run to the goal had that Panther player been able to clear that ball past Rashid. Here comes the throw-in, goes into number 25, Jack Robinson. Played back, and there will be a long kick. The keeper will clear the ball and play the ball forward. 1 minute to go in the ball game. It's been a hotly contested game, a well-played game, a very physical game at times. You can't say there's any dirty play, but the officials have allowed the physical play to continue at times, to the point where I thought at a couple times the kids were going to get upset and maybe square off on it, but that has not happened, and that's a credit to both coaches and both teams as they kept their emotions under control. 30 seconds to go in the ball game now. The throw-in comes in, and Jaden Matthews tries to head the ball. It goes over the bar and out of bounds, and that will result in a goal kick for the Panthers. Clock continues to run. And it appears, barring a miracle here, that the Panthers will collect another victory here on their home field. Ball is cleared out of there. The horn sounds, the game is over. E-Town wins this game 1-0. We would like to thank our sponsors tonight for helping broadcast this game and making this game possible. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Check out Physical Therapy Associates online at physicaltherapyky.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. You can find them online at westpointbank.com. Let them help make your life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour of the apartments today at eTownApartments.com. For those who serve in our country and the military, a discount is available. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. E-Town Exterminating. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. Has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, whether it's termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go to online at mugabug.com. And Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of Exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs. They air on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today and get your local community sports and events. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to our HCEC-TV crew tonight. Ron Hartley, the director. Graphics by Kyler Barkley. Lily Walker on camera. And Case Taylor, our technical director. We'd also like to thank NHHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nhhs.com to subscribe today. For our broadcast crew, I'm Jeff Macy for HCEC-TV, saying good night and have a great evening, folks. Thank you for joining us this evening.